All right, what's happening, guys? So I want to give you guys my 3 tips when it comes to talking to a seller. So a lot of mixed information when it comes down to talking to a seller. And I want to start off with this. So a lot of the times when I hear wholesalers, even guys that were working in our office, they'd be trying to negotiate with the seller, and they're throwing out a bunch of basic wholesaler points like, the comp down the street sold for this, and your house needs 30 grand, and, I just can't do that. To be honest with you guys, like, those points are fine, right? You want to share the comps and share, how much work is needed, blah, 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 blah. But that stuff is 9 out of 10 times, that's not what's going to win over the seller, right? Now, I don't want to sound basic here, but what does get deals done is finding the why, okay? Now, a lot of people, they don't truly understand this, and to be honest with you, myself included, I didn't understand this as well for a couple of years, to be honest, when I got into the game. So finding their why is pretty deep, right? We want to find the problem, and then we want to solve the problem. Now, a lot of the times, people are like, well, how do I do that? I can coach you guys on that. I give you guys all the material inside my Discord, too, with that, but I'm going to share some of it here. Now, how do we solve the problem? The way you're going to solve the problem going about that is just asking the right questions. Now, I have a whole list inside the Discord. I'm going to share some of it here, but I have all the material you need, hard questions, closing material, negotiating strategies, all that. That's inside the Discord, but I'm going to give you guys a few pieces. So when we're talking to these people, we're really playing investigator, right? Now, when I say, oh, why are you selling the home? Oh, I'm just, it's a rental property, I'm getting old. Or, oh, I'm just moving. To be honest with you guys, 9 out of 10 times, it goes deeper than that, and you just got to unveil it. To give you guys an example, say you're walking down the street, right? Someone's like, oh, hey, how you doing? And you're just like, oh, yeah, I'm good. Right? It's the same thing in this business. You're not going to go unpack and unload everything on this random person, right? It's the same thing here. So when I ask why you're selling, most of the time, 9 out of 10 times, they're just giving you a surface level answer, right? So when that happens, now we need to investigate what is the real reason, right? It just comes down to the hard questions. Why are you selling? Oh, I'm moving. Investigate that. Why are you moving? They might go deep right there, right? Oh, we're moving because this happened or some tragic event, right? Now I'm going to try and figure out how to solve that problem or help them through that situation, right? Now, you might have to dig deeper. If I say, why are you guys selling? Oh, yeah, we're just moving. Well, why are you guys moving? And they still go surface, right? They're just like, we're just moving to downsize, right? Okay, most people are going to be like, oh, yeah, whatever, that's cool. You got to go deeper than that, right? So now I need to investigate a little further. Why are you guys downsizing? What's wrong with the current home, right? No one sells anything unless they truly have a problem with whatever they have, right? In this case, it's a house. So no one is selling the home. You guys need to embed this in your mind, knowing no one is selling their property unless they have a problem, right? They're selling it because they're trying to solve a problem. So that's tip number 1, guys. You guys got to get deep, find their why, solve the problem. Tip number 2, find out on that first phone call, do we have a deal or not, right? Too many people are like, oh, yeah, I spoke to a seller who wants to sell, and boom, they're saving his info. They're treating it as a follow-up. They're calling him every single day, and then a couple of weeks down the road, they find out it's not even a deal, right? Find out if it's a deal on that first phone call. How do you do that? Ask all the right questions. Why are you selling, right? Knowing their why will let me know how much, they might be willing to come down, right? If they're super motivated, desperate, they need cash right now, they might be okay taking that 40, 50K haircut to make things happen, right? Now, flip it in reverse, right? I talk to sellers like, oh, I don't need to sell it. I'm a multimillionaire, and I have so much property, and I just don't want this one. Most likely, that guy wants full retail value, which is fine. He's not going to be a fit for wholesale, right? But discover these things on that first phone call, right? You don't want to discover it on call 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because now you just wasted, 10 phone calls. You looked into it, this, that, third. So find out if it's a deal right away. And tip number 3, do not waste time. This kind of goes with tip number 2, but when I'm talking do not waste time, yes, we want to, find out if it's a deal, but don't waste time on the follow-up, right? If you know what you can offer them on that first phone call, make the offer. Don't wait another phone call to make it, because the problem is this, guys, and this is really from experience, right? I used to take people in, yeah, I'll make you an offer. Maybe I'll even make the offer on the first phone call, right? And then the problem is, maybe you guys have experienced this. You try and get them on the next call, and they just don't pick up. They start dubbing you. They won't answer, this, that, the third. And now you're just wasting so much time trying to get them back on the phone. When you get on the phone with them, you make the offer, whatever, do not hang up the phone unless either you have a deal or they have a valid reason to get off the phone. Because too many people are like, oh yeah, that sounds good, let me talk to my wife, let me think about it, and then you can never get them back on, right? When they say, oh, let me talk to the wife, or let me think about it, anything really, 9 out of 10 times there's something they're just not telling you, right? And that goes back to tip 1, investigating their true why, right? So if a seller says, oh yeah, let me talk to the wife, they don't need to talk to their wife. Most of the time, they either already spoke to the wife, they know what the wife is thinking. But if you just use a simple closing piece, oh, what if your wife says no, right? And they're like, well, she won't say no. Good, let's just get it done right now. Or on the flip side, they may be like, yeah, well, I need to talk to my wife. Well, what if she says no? And they're like, well, then we don't have a deal. Follow it up. Okay, well, I mean, would you say no to the price or the terms? Oh, she'd say no to the price. How does he know? How does that person know that it's their spouse that would say no to those things, right? What that reveals to me is he has really got the problem, right? He doesn't think his wife's going to say no or his wife's going to have an issue with the price. He's got the issue with the price, right? So what does that tell me? Now I need to go back and sell him, right? Sell this person on why the price is a good price, right? So don't waste time, right? Just ask the right questions, figure out if you got a deal or not, and get shit done, right? So if you guys have any questions on this, drop them down below in the comments. Also, too, guys, we go live twice a week. I host 2 Zoom meetings in our Discord. I can personally coach you in there. You guys get all the scripts, closing material, negotiating strategies, all the contracts you could ever need. And obviously, you get access to me coaching you one-on-one twice a week. So if you guys like that, I'll see you guys in the Discord. That's hosted Mondays and Wednesdays. I'll see you guys there. Peace.